I wonder if you could talk about this shit when you're in the bed still. But I wanted to talk about more or less relationships. So I went on a date yesterday, and some of the things we were talking about were just the ups and downs of dealing with relationships. And one of the things that really crosses my mind is I actually experienced this when I was on my way to DC, coming from one of my hotels, not my hotels, but hotel. Um, Shit, be cool to own a hotel. That'd be dope. That's a really good idea. It was more or less. So when I was going through traffic, I noticed the fact that some drivers were like swerving out of lanes. Some drivers were going slow. Some drivers were more patient. I was the patient one at this time only. And I was just watching and thinking to myself how similar this is to just people in general. Like the fact that I wonder if this camera's facing my eyes. I don't know what to look at. I think I'm looking at the right thing. So one of the things that I noticed was the fact that not a lot of people know what they're doing when it comes to driving. You get some people that are like new to the road, some people who are still learning, and some people just really don't give a fuck. So the same thing goes for like relationships. There are some people who are experienced, who know how to love, know how to handle, know how to even care for themselves. And there's other people who never even had the chance to learn their own traumas, let alone work on coping mechanisms to deal with them. And it hurts when you get into a relationship and you're actually learning how to heal yourself to be in that relationship. A lot of people want to talk about toxic relationships. Toxic is very what's that word? Relative, because not every relationship is really toxic. Toxic is more so the fact that what have you actually dealt with in your life in like the past 5, 10 years. Half of I hope I never sound like bragging when I tell people all the shit that I do. Um, Half of something that I really like to teach people is no matter what you're going through, please take your time because it takes time. Whether it's money, financial, children, job, workout, mentality, just take your time. It's never a rush to put yourself in a position where you want to be this person. You're not there yet. It's okay. I know it doesn't feel like it's okay because I'm rushing myself trying to make these millions that I see these white boys in Lamborghinis have, but that's another story. So yes, it's like please take your time. So relationships is interesting. The idea of a relationship is to balance one another out, not to the point where you're doing more, the other person's doing more, but to balance each other. And that doesn't mean financially, that doesn't mean physically, that doesn't mean any one area. Just as a whole, be able to balance one another. And one of the reasons some, I won't say all because there's always extra shit that happens, but one of the reasons relationships fail is because there's an imbalance. And not exactly in the relationship. Sometimes the imbalance is in a person and they haven't actually learned how to balance it themselves just yet, which really isn't a bad thing. I really don't want anyone to think, "Oh, we broke up, sad story." That's not the case for every time. Sometimes it's really just a learning experience. It's okay. I've been through this, they've been through that. That's okay. It's a learning experience. You live and learn. You keep going. You move on. Let's see if I can set this up right here. Oh shit. Oh man. I got like some boxes in my room. Probably been smart to set this up before I started. Yeah, that's kind of good. Um, but it's not always a bad thing to break up. Sometimes it's just a matter of fact of learning yourself, learning how that relationship helped you, and moving on from what you learned. Let's see if I can raise my phone with putting something under it. I'm hoping after like this video, or after the video, after this video, definitely after this video, I get like a little bit more professional with how the hell this YouTube shit works. But you know, patience. So yeah, breaking up isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a matter of just taking everything you've learned in the relationship and applying it for future shit. And it gets sad. There's feelings. If your feelings are attached, it's going to be sad. It's not always going to be, oh, you know, I learned safe words and I learned how to not let my emotions get the best of me. So good shit. No, it's sad. It's a relationship. If your feelings are attached, your feelings are attached. It's not bad to feel sad about it. But I really want people to take as much as they can from all their experiences, rather than learning about time management, learning about relationship management, learning about how to not exactly control your emotions, but how to use them for yourself and not just have others manipulate you and use them against you. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You don't wake up. You know what? I'm done with letting people break my heart. Not anymore. It doesn't work like that. And it's okay that it doesn't work like that. Please take your time. So I probably like went through a whole bunch of different topics. I'm gonna probably start writing things down and then looking at my list. All right, relationship management, self-care, and how to entitle all three of them in it. I think people write books that make this really easier. I don't have any books yet, but I want to write a poem book. I'm getting off topic. um, yeah. So, the conversation was talking about our past relationships and where we were wrong and where they were wrong, which is good. You should always know where you're wrong too. It's not always the other person. I swear it's memes about this shit, so I'm really hope I'm not repeating those memes that I read on Facebook. But yeah, now it's the other person. Sometimes it's you, and you have to recognize that. That's part of the whole growing and self care management shit. Knowing where you were bad, knowing where you could improve, and everything. One of the things that I have troubles with is I go overboard. Like I literally will do everything for you because I know I can. And shit, I'm actually waiting for this whole. I don't know if I could talk about drug shit on here and get. God, that's weird. So say someone was. Nah, I ain't gonna talk about. So I'm still learning my sins. My sins is more so the fact that I do so much for people, and I don't mind whether it's money, financial, physical, sexual, mental, emotional. I do it all, and I won't really pay too much attention to it because I know that I can. I know I can handle it. But at certain points, it comes at expense of myself, and I don't stop when it does. Instead, I keep going until I'm starting to lose myself, and that's when I go into defense mode and I get numb, and I don't want to be numb to the people I care really much about. So it's something I'm actually working on. The biggest thing is telling people no. Like, no, I can't do this. No, I can't do that. No, I'm busy. No, I don't have the money. Not because I can't, well, I don't even like to think of can't afford because I think that's relative, but because I don't want to. Really, it's just that. If you don't want to have sex, if you don't want to go with someone, if you don't want to talk to someone, no. And that's okay. You should not have to feel guilty for it. And I'm trying to teach myself that. So relationships, they're not complicated. They're simple. It's about learning yourself, learning through the relationship. And if it works out, amazing. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Just learn more about yourself, keep growing, then use what you learned from the past relationship for your next one. I really hope people get happy relationships. I really hope people get in balanced relationships more than anything. I think it's scary when you're with someone that disturbs your peace, but you're trying to save them and save their peace, so you're compensating yourself for it. That's really scary. It was it was one meme I read. Always wear your best outfit, cause wherever clothes you die in, will be your dying outfit. And I'm like, I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it processes. So I was like, wait a minute. So what if I just kept that same energy of everything? Like, always go out with your best. Like, not in the point where you're like saying no to everybody all the fucking time, but like, give your best all the time, and most importantly, give it to yourself. And yeah, it's something I'm learning. I'm reading this book called like Millionaire Habits, and half the shit is I'm actually was trying to teach myself. Like, one thing my dad told me was, I hope I don't repeat shit in other videos. One thing my dad told me was when you're making money, like really making money, you dress how the fuck you want to dress. He didn't say fuck, I just said fuck. That's just me. Hoping my grandma don't watch these. And with some of my friends would tell me I don't have style, and I felt almost obligated to improve my style. Not exactly to accommodate for the money, because I really could give two fucks, but in a sense to I guess accommodate to society, because I don't belong match. I'm very different in a lot of different ways, and I don't care, to be really honest. I wear dress shoes with cargo shorts, and I'm completely fine and comfortable. And I kept thinking maybe I was doing this because I couldn't afford a better style. But to be honest, this is my style. And really honest, my style changes not because of the money, but because it's of who I am. Like for a while, I used to wear like camo pants and tight shirts. And then after a while, I didn't want to wear any more camo pants. Not because I'm like, oh no, that's poor folk shit. It's because that's not my style anymore. Now my style is something different. And the thing is, it keeps changing. And I love that. I love the fact that I can switch up. And once I grow out, I grow out when I move on to something better. Not as a money aspect or where the fuck society is on now. It's just me. I like cargo. I mostly like cargo because I keep a lot of shit in my pocket. And I'm the prepared friend that makes sure everybody's good. So I always have shit in my pocket to whatever the fuck happens, I'm cool kind of shit. So but now I have a car, so I can keep some shit in my car in a book bag and just leave the book bag in my car. So, only but so many things I actually need on me. But yeah, and the book was talking about how you have to be comfortable with yourself and just say fuck what people say. Fuck what people tell you and live your life. Oh, you only live once kind of shit. So same goes for relationships. Being comfortable. You really shouldn't have to sacrifice anything about yourself, this, that, and the third to compensate for someone else. And when I went on the date yesterday, I thought to myself, why am I trying to wear dress clothes to impress this? I think she's a supermodel to impress this woman. If at the end of the day I got dressed up, fucking get my locks redone and shit, just to go on a date with her, then would she really like me for me, or would she like me for this? Damn, he clean, fresh clothes. Was that Gucci? Shit. I'm like, I really don't care for that. So if I really don't care for that, why am I trying to wear it to impress someone that I don't have to? So I did it. I just wore like a long sleeve, tight fit shirt, cargo shorts, and some dress shoes, just for the hell of it. We went to like some fancy restaurant. It was actually pretty cool. Valet parking. They gave us champagne. I don't know what the fuck, man. I swear, some of it's just crazy. But it's all a learning experience. That's like the biggest part about all of this. It's a learning experience, and I'm hoping after just like every time I'm improving, and I really want to get to the point where when that day finally comes, where I'm solid, point blank, I'm ready for another relationship. I know where to take her, some options. She's like, yeah, I want to try this, the best seafood spot in the city. I'm like, damn, babe, I got you. Let's roll up here, and they take my keys, valet park, and all this shit's just cool. And yeah, that bill was like crazy. It was like $50 for steak. I'm like, sheesh, this fancy living gets expensive. God damn, good thing I actually make money. It's crazy, but yes, it's just one of those things. So it's always a learning experience in relationships and even out of relationships. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to learn, to grow, to learn from your traumas, learn from your mistakes, learn from your own sins and demons. Not the fact that you have to fix everything about yourself, but to accept it. Like, okay, I don't have style. Okay, I get mad quickly. Okay, I'm impatient. Know that and understand where your barriers are, where your lines are. Because there's a lot of people who will try to just cross your lines or get you past your barriers just so they can see a dark side of you. And no one deserves that kind of power over you. No one deserves that kind of anything, honestly. No one deserves to put you in that predicament that you feel uncomfortable. If anyone makes you feel uncomfortable, I hope you make them exit your life, to be fucking honest. Because I want everyone to be happy. Not at peace, because peace is a very difficult, strong. Peace is relative. But balance, you can be balanced. You can have your bad days, your good days, and still be able to work shit out. That's balance. So I want to really teach people balance. And one of the balances is relationships. And yeah, so let's hope this shit actually helps. What's that? Like, subscribe, that cool shit. And yeah, I'm gonna probably just keep doing these videos. And I don't think I mentioned this in my last one. I'm gonna do this like update weekly. I'm pressing on like Tuesday. I'm hoping I could keep set on Tuesday. But yeah, it's just Yeah. Hope this helps someone out. Y'all have a great day.